Okay, so I hope my screen is visible. Hi guys, so welcome to High Entropy, and it's day 22 of AI learning, and right now
Okay,
time
so I
is
hope my screen is visible. Hi
I.
guys. So
So today I just tried to change the setup, and even my window is open. I have a habit of keeping everything curtains and all closed, but today I thought let me keep it open because I have to get out of comfort zone, and comfort zone comes at each step where you avoid to be part of changes or to make changes. By the way, that's not about the what we are going to solve here. So I'm thinking like, okay, I'm every day I'm consuming videos and I'm not seeing any progress. I'm seeing progress, but it's very slow. It's been 22 days, and so it's been 21 days, and I took I think 3 4 days gap. So you can say almost 20 days, but no progress or slow progress, and slow progress is very bad at all. So what I'm thinking,
welcome to High and Copy in this
so
setup.
I'm just planning to make
I'm
little
seeing progress, but it's very slow.
changes
It's been 22 days, and so it's been
Oh,
21
okay.
days, and
First thing,
I
today you will see my camera, like view will be little better compared to earlier. And reason is simply I'm using back camera instead of front camera, and it was so ugly. That's why I always try to be part of change or try to make adjustment in your life if you don't see some progress. Maybe it could be in course you are watching, it could be the content that you are making. Yeah, try keep adjusting the things, then only you'll get it's like a fine tuning, and at each moment you have to fine tune your life. So let's do one thing. Today I'm planning like whatever I know about graph. So first let's revise what we learned yesterday. So first thing, I was trying to solve a problem, and that is code review. So we built it successfully using LangChain only. We don't need to use Langgraph for it. And yeah, so first thing we were building this. If you are watching for the first time, then I would like to introduce you. Like yesterday, I was solving a problem. Then I realized, okay, I just clicked on the code review part, and there I found, okay, when it is submitting the code, it is providing review in the form of this in this format, like review and complexity analysis. So I thought, why don't I build it because whatever I learned so far, so it was feeling very similar to it, and I can build it. That's why when you are learning something and you are experimenting, you will start getting okay different ideas. So it's very important. Like when you are consuming the content, don't be just consumer. Also try from different angles. Like what can you do with your learning? What are the different opportunities available? For me, still I feel like okay, this is one example, but what else we can do it? Because if you see, I'm almost finished. I have finished almost 3 hours 30 minutes video, but I don't feel like there I'm uh, getting much information. It's like good for basics, but still I feel like I have lot more to learn. Yeah, definitely. But once you get little glimpse, I if you know, I already told that I started with cloud, then I learned MCP servers, and then LangChain, and this is my fourth course that I'm following, and this is the Langgraph. So when we need some sort of things where we are not building a straight or maybe some steps, uh, then we first thing is like we use LangChain for sequential process. But when it comes to something where we want to do back here and there, back and forth, then we can use the Langgraph, and it will help you better. So yeah, so this is the thing. That's why we are learning Langgraph when we are like communicating. Like you want to build complex workflows, then you can use Langgraph. So if I talk about LangChain, then if I talk about this course, then you will find like if you have completed LangChain, then there are so many things that are very similar, or you can say very much same in the Langgraph course also. It's not like I'm not saying like Langgraph is similar, but he tried to teach you the LangChain fundamentals as well along this course, because that are it's like a Langgraph is nothing but the uh, you can say sibling, or you can say a child of LangChain. I won't say child of LangChain, but it's a sibling of LangChain. So it has the traits of LangChain, or it is built on top of LangChain, what I knew from the video. So okay, so this is one thing. Second, pydantic, very important, and I started it. So sorry, like I haven't, I couldn't finish it, and I'm planning to finish it soon. Maybe it's one short video, so I will watch and finish it. So I got the this tutor also explained it very uh, beautifully, because he taught it simply, like why we use pydantic, why don't we use if and else, and we can build the validation. The simple thing is, like when you are using if and else, or when you are not using any framework properly, then there are two things: either you built your own framework, as the big companies do, like they wanted to control the optimization, they want to keep their shows intact, or maybe they don't want to rely on other vendors. Vendor locking, I remember one thing that Anslama said, like was saying in this video, like avoid to use so much uh, you can say dependency on frameworks. Maybe if you are using, and if you can do some steps without using framework, then you try to do them without framework, because it's better, you have more control. It's like recently I got to know that some people have phobia where of when someone drives the car and they are sitting in the back of the car, then they feel like, okay, someone else is driving their life, and they get scared. So I realize, so same happens here also, like when you are giving steering to other framework. I'm not just going it philosophically, it happens sometimes. Maybe you have limitation, and that's called vendor locking. Sometimes you are paying, suppose you are here, we are using, definitely it's with open source, but somewhere, suppose you are using in their version or deployed version, maybe something, and you wanted to change the version. Sometimes you have some limitations, like it will require extra human effort, and it might be like you have to put extra effort. So, or maybe you have to pay huge cost for the resources to migrate it from one platform to another platform. That's why companies, before entertaining any framework or platform, before jumping into any platform or framework, they think from different perspective. If you, that's why they take time, not times. So if you see, like when they are world, like suppose you have built a project, and now they have released new version, and you immediately uploaded it or upgraded it. But for the companies who have a huge code base, they have to think about upgrading and all. The same happens, they have to think a lot about vendor switching or something. So that's why they basically what they do, they simply evaluate all this process before jumping into a vendor, before making a deal with vendor and all. Yeah, so it's very important. Like it's just, I thought why don't we discuss. So okay, so let's now discuss about it, like what exactly I built in this one. So don't you think like it's simple? Okay, here just we are giving input, and then we are asking LLM, can you fine tune? Can you provide me the review for it line by line and complexity analysis? So if you wanted to deep dive into it, like how I built, so I took almost 1.5 hours in the last session. At a starting only, you can see it. So what I did is simply I just used chain. I created one chain, and I used pydantic model to provide me in a structured form, and it's providing me. And you can see the result. Maybe I will show you here. So this is the format like it is providing me. And if you see time complexity, order of k into n, how it's calculating the time complexity. Here you can get the details that I'm calling it as a description. So yeah, you can get it properly. So it's all about, it's a fantastic thing, but it's a small, quick and short, sweet project, and you can build it. I would say it's very simple and easy to do build. Once you learn LangChain, it's completely about LangChain. You can use Langgraph as well, like where you will make a state. State will be something where you will maintain review and complexity analysis, and you will then different node will perform different tasks, or maybe you will hold the code as well in the state. Okay, so let's think about it. Okay, I will give it to ChatGPT. I have some queries. So before I jump into another um, into video, I wanted to ask it a question. So why don't we get clarification? And let me tell you what question am I going to ask, or what question I have, what doubt or question I have. Okay, doubt I learned somewhere, like we don't say like I have a doubt. You have to say I have a question. So I have a question like here. If you see, suppose whether it's good to hold like a or store code in a state, or it's not good. Maybe just we need to provide the path. So chat GPT bro, come on, chat. Okay, copy image, and it's bad thing here. Like you have to copy it, then only it will be copied into clipboard. AI roadmap. I think it's not about AI roadmap. It's about AI projects. I have I have I have it built it built a code reviewer that will take code as input and will provide feedback as output using LangChain. Now, LangChain. Now, I want to build it using graph, Langgraph, Langgraph. Is it okay, or is it okay, or LangChain is good here? Okay, I know it. Also, if we are using lang graph, then should we then two LLM calls or node will use code. So can I store it as a state? In fact, this is one of the scenario where Langgraph is better architectural choice than simple LangChain, especially if you think you will extend the reviewer later. If your current flow is user code, LLM, review plus complexity, then LangChain is perfectly sufficient. There is no benefit in introducing Langgraph if there is only one LLM call. But suppose you want to do something like code process node, review node, complexity node, format formatter node, and final output. For your project, I would actually recommend LangGraph. Bro, I don't know code. Then two LLM calls node will use the code, so it can. So can I store it in a state? Absolutely, this is exactly how LangGraph is intended to work. Okay. Able to do this in LangChain too. There also I can run in parallel. LangChain LCEL. What is LCEL? Can execute parallel, runnable parallel. So parallel execution alone is not reason to choose LangGraph. The real difference is prob- what problem each framework is trying to solve. LangChain is for composing computation. Composing computation means okay. Review complexity security. for managing workflows. Langgraph becomes valuable when workflow has state branching loops, retries, or human interaction, not intervention. Okay, so I think we don't need to extend it to Langgraph until it's a complex thing. So many things are there. Okay, so let's forget it. I mean, we'll do it. We can do it, but it's not gonna worth. It's not going to be worthy. So okay, so what we learned after it? Let's talk about that. So next thing in Langgraph. So I will change the color, bro. I want different color. Yesterday also I used. Okay, so let's use lang graph. What is the percentage of? Hey, no, lang graph. It's not graph. It's graph. Graph. Okay. Okay. So this is the what we are learning right now. So lang graph. Now what we learned yesterday. So if I remember, there were some messages. Messages, and if you notice, there are few kinds of messages. Uh, I will note down. I will write down so that it will be easy for me to revise, and also if you guys are learning, then it could be human message or oh god, human message. I will drag it. Human message, AI message, and system message, and another one is tool message. Huma message. Who is Huma? Let me know. Huma Kudeshi. Human message, and so this is nothing but the input that we are giving to prompt. System message, that the instruction we are giving to prompt to AI. Though it's also, you can think of it's similar to the message, but we are categorizing it. It's similar to the prompt message. For example, I will give you an example. Today I asked ChatGPT to generate me a thumbnail, and here it, what I had given to it. I have generated so many thumbnails. I'm giving input, asking it to generate, and here if you see, simply you are a professional thumbnail creator and have 10 years of experience. So this is nothing but you are giving as a system message, and then this is your requirement. Okay, so whatever you are giving, like you are like this, you are, so it won't become like that, but yeah, definitely it will follow the guidelines how we, and it will assume itself like, okay, I'm a professional creator, so it will think in that perspective. Otherwise it might generate not that good images. If you see here, it generated comparatively better. So that's why people used to say art of prompt engineering, the way you are giving prompts. I won't say like I have given a good prompt, but yeah, it's better like if you'll give simply create a thumbnail for day 73. Also attached image, and see, the good thing is I forgot to attach image here. Then it asked me, I don't have photo you want to use, so it requested once you upload the photo. And also okay, that was, so this is system message. And another thing is tool message, and this is new and cool thing, not so new, but yeah, we'll say like, okay, earlier at the starting when a chat gpt came into picture, I remember I was trying to do something like, okay, what is because at the time people were mocking it, not so like everyone was mocking, but they were testing it, because this was the first time we have seen real uh, AI tool that people started using it, or AI agent, you can say. Before it, like we just knew, okay, the AI is being used in mass emails and some other stuff, but people were not directly feeling it, experiencing it. Maybe you can say YouTube recommendation system and so on. There were so many things, machine learning and all, but once ChatGPT or OpenAI launched its ChatGPT, that is isn't, but you can say ChatGPT models and generative AI, it boomed AI era, and now everything is revolving around AI. Okay, most of the companies, I see, uh, if we talk about Indian IT companies, their stocks are getting uh, like falling down very sharply. So my one of my colleague was telling me like, okay, see, like Infosys dropped off, TCS dropped off, and see their stock prices, and few other companies, Tech Mahindra maybe at there, and so their prices are falling, or their stock prices are getting low day by day, and reason is differently. One of the reason is due to AI impact, due to AI, these companies are struggling to make progress and all. I won't say it is struggling to make progress, but yeah, AI is impacting uh, huge in these companies. I mean, I don't know why I'm using word that is not relatable. Okay, so we have tool messes, and tool messes is nothing but when you are, for example, nowadays you will call Chat GPT and it will call some tools behind the scene, and those tools will respond to it. So those messages that we are getting from tools, or you can say MCP servers, or you can build own tools. Okay, then those tools are called as tool messages, and the response that we are getting from this. So okay, so I know there are some tools that we can use, and okay, so this is one thing, you can give human message, AI message. So it's better like when you are interpreting, and computer can not computer, LLM will be able to understand. So Langchain does it. What it does, it exposes in a different form, like these are system messages, so these are classes basically, you can say like this. Okay, so now the next thing is tool. So tool calling, we can say. So we can bind the tool with LLM model. So what will it do? What it will do? Suppose what will it do? So okay, not what it will do. So what will it do? It will simply suppose some information is not available. Then what you do? For example, if you just I will give you a simple example. Imagine you are going to a shop, and okay, I will tell you a real life example. Maybe 1 year back, I went to a hospital, and they like for some medication, and they have given me so they prescribed some doctor prescribed some medicines. Okay, so first I checked in the hospital, and the medicines were not available. So I went outside, and there's you if you have noticed, there are few medical shops near to the hospitals, because they know how there will be huge demand of medicines, and people who won't be able to get from inside, or maybe they are giving more discount, and also definitely they see it as an opportunity. So that's why you will see there will be lot of medical stores or medical shops outside of a hospital, especially government, or it could be private hospital if it is famous one. Okay, so I have seen like, okay, if a medicine is not available to a particular shopkeeper, then what they do, they simply have contacts of other shopkeepers, and what they do, simply they make call to them, and they ask them, do you have this medicine? If they, then their person will go to the shop, and they will and take medicine from there, and they will give it to you. So this is called customer experience. So in the same way, what do you do? Suppose this is a LLM model. Okay, so imagine LLM model is like a shop, medical shop, and you ask something like, what is my name, and can you provide me details about my channel, maybe, let's say. Okay, so what it will do, simply you will ask it, and it will say, okay, I don't know about you, and about I don't know any information about you. So what it you'll say, okay, LLM is not working perfectly, you'll say. Or maybe you will ask, what is current temperature. Then also if you'll ask LLM, then you will say, okay, chat, when I'm asking to ChatGPT, it is providing me. But if you see it like, if you have asked it, or if you had asked it in 2022 or 23, then it would have responded. And when I checked it at that time, and it was responding some vague, like I don't have, or it was giving some wrong information, because it depends on the data when it is trained, and also it wasn't able to do mathematical operations, and people were mocking for it. Okay, but now if you'll ask, then also it don't have that information, or it has older information, or when it data got trained, or when model got trained. So what is the solution for it? Then they come up with model context protocol, tool binding, and all. So now what you can do, you have, suppose you have a tool like that will provide information. It's like you can say, uh, spy isn't, no, I think spy is not, I forget the word. In movies, you will say like they hire a person who will take, maybe you have seen such funny movies where you will see like, okay, one person, what he is doing, he will simply they will hire. Suppose a wife has a suspect on on his husband, on his husband. Okay, so a wife have suspect on her husband. Okay, so her husband. So what will she will do? She will simply hire a spy agent or maybe someone, and the person will click photos. If you have watched the movies, maybe let me see. So you spy agents in movies. I don't know if movies. Oh, I don't think it's a spy agent. It's a oh sorry. It's not a spy agent. It's a detective. Detective. That's why I was forgetting. Okay, if you see detective in movies, I'll show you some funny images of detective. Bollywood, let's say. I'm just showing you. Bro, where is? Yeah, like this. You will see some person with hat and all, and big hat. You will see like they are spying, or they are trying to collect information. So you say it's a detective. It will give you information. Detective. And what it will do, so it will say, okay, I don't have information, let me call detective, and it will give me information. So this is nothing but a tool that you create to help LLM model to get information, and it's pretty cool thing. Now you can create tools for your purpose. For example, right now I'm building like autonomous agent, or you can say not agent, because I don't know how to build agent, complete agent, but I know how to build tool and all. And so there is MCP tool. You can say MCP server or tool to be honest, for OBS. So I wanted to control it by giving some natural NLP or natural text, or we can say normal language English text to LLM model, and it will call this OBS tool to schedule my streams and all. So yeah, so in the same way here it will, like if it needs some information, you asked something, you had asked the LLM, let's say two, you asked, it will be prompt or input, and you will ask it, and it will ask, okay, I don't have this information, so let me ask detective, and whatever. So the response that you are getting from this is nothing but tool message. Okay, the response that you are getting, and the final response that you are getting, that is AI message. It will call tool, then it will give you a response in a proper way. So this is the process. By the way, okay, let's see. Hmm. So this is code reviewer, and now, okay, two things I wanted to revise first. First is like attaching messages. So message graph. I remember we are building a message graph where you will store all the messages that you are getting. Message graph. Okay. So what you are doing in graph, you are creating a graph that will call and append all the messages that you are getting. For example, it's a big conversation that is happening between you and ChatGPT. So it will create a graph for you. So let's do it. It's not like new thing. I've just learned it. I watched the video, so now I'm gonna go okay, complete it, or we can say just gonna practice it first. Then we'll jump into. So it's very important to do practice before jumping into video. Video you can watch it and you will forget it, but the practice that you are going to do will give you real confidence. So I will say message graph. So simply graph. Oh, rename .py. Oh man, what the heck? IPNB. So first thing is we are going to do message graph. Okay, no, don't do this. Okay, this is one thing, and now I'll create code come. So code Python. Okay, so first thing, from I just wanted to revise, at least I should know from LangChain. Anthropic import chat. Oh, actually, I feel now I feel like, okay, why should I copy, do the same stuff again and again? It's not good, right? I mean, yeah, it's good, but not learn. We are not memorizing the code, by the way. So select kernel. We did it. I'm spreading on my screen. It's very bad. I don't know. When I'm talking more, it is happening or what? So message graph we are going to create. So first thing is I will create a pydantic model. So it will be easy for us. So maybe I will use simply from pydantic import base model bro. So class, okay, message stage state. Okay, now what you will do, message state you are creating, and you are creating base model. Okay, now we have two properties. One is messages, and okay, user input. Okay, so at starting you will say what way will be having nothing, nothing. Oh, str, and we are going to field. Yeah, 5 bro. Spelling. Where is your spelling? Parenting model field. Okay, it opened. It. So user input, that will be a user prompt. Okay, so I'm asking it to give me user input. Messages will be nothing but, you can say, list and list of what we say. So from list of messages string we can say. I mean list of string you can say. Field. It's simply typing list of user and AI messages. So okay. Hmm. If I'll give something like this is a schema that we are creating, or a state you can say. So now we have a state, but somewhere I feel from langchain, from langgraph dot nodes import. Oh bro, control space, option space. Oh, import Langgraph nodes is not there. From Langgraph import int. No. Ah, forgot it. Okay, first thing we created a state. Now we need to create a graph, blank graph, and we'll provide a state. So this is first thing, and then we need to attach nodes and edges. So okay, so first thing is we are giving this. Then we need to pass input and messages. So messages will be blank at the starting. Hmm. Bro, where is the stream? Oh god, I forgot everything. Or what? Graph, fuck you. Lang graph dot graph import start end schema state graph, and graph will say graph is nothing but state graph. Okay, and here will pass schema will be message state. Okay, now custom message state, I will say, maybe there will be a custom message state. Hey bro, custom message state. Ah, custom message state. So we created graph, and now graph.com. Okay, so let's create few nodes. Define first node will take define process. Okay, let's say create insta post. Okay, this is a node. I will say simple word insta post, and here we'll give state. State will be something like what is the type of it? Custom state message. Oh bro, custom message state, and what it will return? It will return custom state message state. So yeah, this is the thing. I forget it everything. Okay, now the thing is we are giving it. So we need to call LLM. Okay, before that, what I wanted to do, I want to create a state that will process the user input. Okay, so I just wanted to do one thing. So define process user input, because user is not going to wrap the message and all. So what I'll do, I'll wrap it with the real from langchain core dot messages import AI message and human message. So here we'll give state. I'm gonna use same. Why my suggestion is not working? Did I stop it? Bro, it's not working or what? Let's see. Let's see it. I'll see it later. No, no. So here define process user input. Command L for agent. Okay, Command L. No, I don't want agent. So okay, I will learn it. I just wanted to learn that is also one thing. So we got this. Now I want to modify the state. So state, I won't use model dump and all. So I will keep a state of state. You can say user message or input is equals to, okay. So input is equals to okay. So user input is nothing but here you can say state dot user input, and I want to wrap it with something. So this is one thing. Now what I'll do, simply I will wrap it. So human message, now it is user input. Now what I'll do, so state I want to modify user input equals to user input. So this is one thing. So now return state. So okay, this is one thing. So now I got message. So I just want to create a insta post for it. So let me ask. Okay, let me ask create from chat. Okay, I don't want to use chat prompt template right now because it's not needed. I just want to finish it quickly. Okay, so I will do simple thing. I will apply simple process. Okay, how much time I, oh god, I haven't checked time. Let me see in the stream only. 40 minutes. Okay, no problem. So Insta post will be uh, okay. So LLM response will be LLM dot invoke, and so here I will say I will just use simple message. Okay, I will use here F. Okay, so first thing is user, or I can use like this pair of things. User, you are, can you create an Insta post for this, and I will give it something like this, and here I will give state dot, okay, state dot user input, no, yeah, user input, because it's gonna change, and response dot content. So I will do one thing, uh, state dot messages dot append, and response, append response directly. Okay, return state, and second I will do the same. It's simply just I will change little bit. Let's say LinkedIn. I mean simply it's like a repetitive. I need to come up with other ideas. It's bad. LinkedIn, and let me be little specific. Instagram post for this. So this appending every time messages, return state, and finally you will say whatever you are getting, you will print it. Hmm. Okay, so yeah, I was confused like how to access state now if at the end we are creating a graph and we are getting a response from it, right? So you will say graph dot, okay, no, now I need to add the things, graph dot, okay, graph dot add edge, add node. First I will add node, so node will be this, and I will say format input, and I will keep this. I'm just changing the name so that it will be easy for us. Also, it will be easy to remember that okay, we can modify the name. It's not necessary the function name should be the name as well. So we have added it, and now next thing is graph dot add edge. It's suggesting, but somehow gravity is not working for me. Gravity is not working for me. Okay, so first thing will be start. Okay, second will be this one, format input. Okay, let me do it so many times. It start, and now the second thing will be format input will be the start of it, and second thing will be insta post. So insta post, and third one will be after insta post. It will be LinkedIn post. This is new ways we are creating, and LinkedIn post to end. So okay, now we have graph. Now we need to compile it. What exactly compile does? I don't know. So compile graph. Graph equals to compile. And at the time of compile, are we giving something? Self state graph. Okay. So we don't need to give anything to it, I believe. Okay. Now we need to invoke it. Reason compiled graph and dot invoke. Invoking it means you have to give the input state. Let me say without it, what how it will respond. Print result. Custom message is not defined. Okay, missing one required argument input. So we need input something. Input. Okay. Let's say we are giving blank input. Then what it will do? It will say, "Are you stupid or what?" Type string type input value human message content response metadata and all. Modern relationship. Actually, I don't know why I'm using modern relationship everywhere. Maybe I want. No, guys, I don't want. Actually, it's just nothing. Okay. By the way, so this is one thing I just passed it. Let's see. Compiled state graph. I think it's just scratching the surface. There is so much, and I need to explore further. Okay, so support. What is the error? Input should be valid string type string. Graph is not working, bro. Somehow. State graph, state schema. Shall I give it a state schema? Uh, uh, where is state graph? State scheme. Input should be valid list. Type list type. user input messages. Validation error for custom. Oh, what's wrong with it? Wait a minute. I did everything looks good for me, at least first time being. Let me try to analyze result compiled. Validation error for custom message state. For chunk if in self.stream input config stream mode update value if stream mode equals to values else stream mode. I don't know what I am. Input should be a value string type input value. What if I'll okay, got it. Let me see. Okay, so this is AI message. There will be base class for AI message, base message. Okay, so what if I'll do the base message? So I'm expecting to it. Let me start with this one. So I will say there are two things. I mean, Pydantic is very bro. This one should be here as well. Okay, from if it's from langchain code dot messages import and here I'll say string or base message. Here base message. Let's see. I hope it will work now. Cannot you import human message of ah typo. Now I think it's perfect. Oh, beauty of see. Now we are able to get it. Response user message modern. Oh, comes bro. Modern. Write it properly. So I'm expecting it should give list of messages that happened between this. Okay, one more thing I will do and okay state dot messages dot append. I forgot the purpose of it. Append user input. Okay, so this is the thing that we are giving and second time what we are giving. So I won't give the user input. State dot messages Okay, now the thing is, what are we getting from it? When we are calling LLM, we are getting some other stuff. LLM dot okay invoke hello, its result, print result. So we see lot of things. So content hello, how can I help you? Something I'm missing. Giving complete metadata. Why should I give metadata as well? So I will do one more thing. What I'll do. Instead of okay, instead of pasting the whole content, I will do one thing. State.message.one. Okay, I will get the content of it and wow, bro, my camera fallen off. Camo Studio. Fuck you. You should work proudly, bro. Sorry, jokes apart. Yeah. Okay, I think what needs to be done, instead of getting all the garbage value that we are getting ephemeral input and all, so I can reduce it. So every time when I'm getting the response from LLM, so I will say append. When I'm appending it, so I will append simply append. Or the person was telling like, why do you append? It simply say it's like state.messages plus, and you will do one thing. Here I will say AI response, AI message, and result dot content. I'm just getting the content of it, so it's better. And here also I'll do the same. So we are appending, but I don't want to append other information, so it will be simpler. Okay, every time I'm doing this, now you'll see better compared to the previous one. You won't see much garbage value that is not needed, baby. Especially when we are giving input to the, so see messages, human message that we have given it as input, and after that you will see little bit metadata. AI message, you will see AI message. Okay, the problem is, okay, oh god, it's so bad too. See, only some content is there, some basic information. Till here it is message, then only additional calls to invalid tool calls and all dummy stuff. Okay, so this is thing that we did. So it's about message binding. No, not message binding. It's about normal way to add the messages. Actually, I wanted to see another option that was from Langchan. No, no, no. From typing, import uh, annotated, and agree. Okay, there was another option. I don't remember what exactly it was. I think it's not. It should not be here. It will automatically do that for us. So messages, let me do. I will update it here only automatic way. Message auto. So annotated. Let me close it first. Annotated. I forgot. No, bro. Hans Lamba, GitHub. Come on, man. Repository 62, 68, and I will say Langgraph, Langgraph full course, notebooks, and here is one thing. Human in loop 12, generator evaluator. Okay, React we are going to do parallelization, prompt change, messages. To an existing list instead of overriding. I mean, I need to learn more multiple things, bro. I mean, yeah, it's like I know nothing. Melu. Hey, how your face is looking like? I mean, I need to learn more multiple things, bro. I mean, yeah. Ah, okay, 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 okay. By the way, let's do it. Yeah. So you know one thing, what we are going to do from operator import add. Okay. So we are adding annotated add operator AI messages. How to do it? How to do it, bro? So whatever content that we are getting, we are going to state, and update will automatically append it. Okay. I will keep both message auto. So state dot user input message append, and another one will be message is equals to messages auto. Okay. Hmm. Equals to user input. Let's see how it behaves. Messages auto. Here simply instead of appending, you say what do I do? Insta post me AI message result on content. Here state dot message auto will be state dot message auto. You haven't ran it, that's why. Can only concatenate. Okay, so we need to append list only. So it's like I need to give it in the form of list. Okay, ठीक है. Pro, I need more information. Operator. Where the heck is? Oh, it's big one. I'm assuming it's. I got it. Let's jump into another thing. What was it? So first we learned messages. Messages we are appending, and next thing was tools and binding. So we learned tools and binding. We had to learn Langchain tools. So Langchain tools. Huh. Okay, let's do one thing. So we'll create first our own tool. I wanted to see how exactly it behaves. Where a keyboard shortcut option. First, I wanted to change it. Not notebook. Editor setting. Open keyboard shortcut. New file. Command Shift N. I want to change it. Option Command Shift N. Hey, Option Command Shift N. Option op, Option Command Shift N. Okay, now it will be like file. Create new file. Command Shift N. Command N. Escape. Control N. Existing. Let's say Command Shift. Control Command Shift N. I will just do something. Okay, now I want change my commands. Okay, file. Create new file. Command N. Control N. Control. Hey, I don't want. Oh god, this one I don't want, bro. I want simple approach. What the heck are you doing? Not here. I mean, yeah, I have to do something else. I'm doing something else. I want to fix because it's a hectic to create files, so I'm doing it. Open keyboard shortcuts. New file. Okay, this one I want. Let me say something. Blah, blah, blah. Control Shift Z N. Okay, just I don't want to use it right now. So I want here Explorer file. Okay, not this one. Where I forgot it. Commands Control N. So now I'll see Control N. Yeah, this is the one thing I kept in VS Code, and I thought it will automatically do it, but somehow it's not doing. And for folder also I wanted to do this. Folder, open, create folder. Maybe it will be different folder. File folder, file explorer. Okay, new folder maybe. Yeah. So file, new folder. Command Shift N. Command Shift N. Okay. So now if I wanted to create a folder, Control Shift N, and it will create a folder. This is the shortcut. Actually, if you are using something somewhere, then try to use that also here. It's better. I think I'm using the same. It works here also. Control Shift N. Yeah, see, and it applicable everywhere. It's not about here only. And Control N maybe. It's not working. Control N here because in Windows I think it will create something. I'm not sure about, but because it's been long time I'm using this shortcut, so I feel like it's also applicable in Windows. But Command Shift N is for folder creation. Okay, we were doing something else. Now we started doing something else. Now I need to create another file tool calling .ipynb. Okay, so let's add the markdown. Man, we are running. It is like I'm not doing something perfectly. Okay, let me do one thing. I wanted to set up streaming properly. Soon I will do it. It will be better. Oh, stop it. Focus on the one thing at a time. So first thing is I will copy some stuff from here only, and also this one. Very important one is this one. Let me use one more cell here from .env. I will call this. Okay, it created markdown. There should be some shortcut. Great. Could not resolve authentication method. Can you resolve it now? Yeah, it's true. And let's stop this LLM call unnecessary. Okay, now it's done. Now we need to create a tool. So from langchain core.tools, I feel most of the things are in the langchain core only. And if something is out of the langchain, then it will be part of some adapters, or maybe it could be part of langchain creates different models, for example langchain anthropic and all, but more important part of it is in core only. I think the more I practice I will get it. So I will call tool, and then what I'll do, I will call tool. So define. Okay, now I wanted to create a simple tool that will give some dictionary. Okay, let me say about me. Me about. Dict. I will give dict. So I will use doc string. Without AI, it's Why my agent is not working? I don't want to write so much boiler code. Not working. I will let me restart it. Open folder. Okay, are you not remembering what I'm doing? Coding, bro. Coding, coding, coding. Langgraph. Run all. Why isn't this not working? Command L. Where is the option to co- oh, okay. Browser preview. Okay. So many development, so much. If you need any information about me, call you can get all information about me. Wow. So okay. So this will be simple. Return. I will give a dictionary name. Let's say uh, Musha and age. Uh, let's say 35 and salary. Musa works for zero. So okay. Siblings. Siblings. Musa. I will say simply. I just want to make it funny. Musha's brother. Okay. Uh, spouse. Okay. Living in Pakistan. I'm just doing something. And Musha numbers, right? Okay, so we call and now we need to bind the tool. So LLM advanced, I will say. So LLM advanced is equals to LLM dot bind tools. So chat anthropic, this is the self, basically the call when you are calling, so it's a self. Okay, then other things are like you can give tools sequence or list. Okay, so now if you'll say let me just use this doc string, what will it dot invoke, can you briefly describe about me? I don't have any information about you. I can only know what is. Okay, so it is now normal response that we expect. And LLM advanced dot invoke, can you okay see ID tool. Okay, I wanted to see it properly, so let me do one thing. It's the thing. See, so many projects are in the pending state, so I'm doing something bad. I'm bad, man. Not at all. Now I'm feeling hungry. I need something, but no, nothing is in the room. Oh God, AI message content. So actually, we got this response from. So like this is the tool ID. So it is stopped. Input not required. It is providing tool. I think I have to watch the video. What exactly?
So I will simply clone this notebook and I will create a new notebook. Now we need to learn how to connect these nodes, how to connect this LLM node with this tool node, how to create this conditional nodes, how to run you can say use a LLM friendly function or tool, which is like personal info. So what I can do, I can just try to make a realistic or real world LLM call so that LLM can also cooperate with us. Obviously, let's say I want to make the API call for this, and this says this tool searches DuckDuckGo for the given query and return the results. Or let's say this tool searches the latest news on DuckDuckGo and whatever. Okay, news on AI. If I search this thing, now obviously LLM doesn't have any kind of capability about latest news. Perfect. This is the exact answer. See, when you use realistic example, you get the right response. But when you just try to play around it, you will not see the thing. So see, now you are seeing what content equals to none. Very good. You will say, but very good. We didn't have, we haven't received anything. You should not receive anything. LLM should not generate anything for you. Why? Because LLM doesn't have any access to the latest news, right? But you know what it will do now? This is not a regular LLM, right? Now this is the LLM with tools. So now you will see an additional parameter called tools. Let me show you. Let me just show you. It will be like words, right? Yeah, tool calls. So it is actually telling you that I am just making a tool calls. Simple. It is telling you this thing that I am just making a tool calls. You can also set it like this. That's it. This is the response because I just want to make it clean. Response about tool calls. Now you will see what exactly tool call is referring to. What exactly it is saying to actually do. So tool call is delta search and RX tool because both can have the information about it. Because maybe some latest research papers are there or obviously the search engine. So it has not generated anything. If I say dot content, I will see nothing. No response from LLM. But when I say, let's wait for it to end. Or let me just write the query here. Okay, it's not. So see, nothing. But when I say tool calls, that means now LLM is trying to say, okay, I cannot generate this thing, but I can make tool calls. I can make. It hasn't made anything yet. It can make. But in case of LangChain, it will directly make the tool calls. That is the difference. That's why you follow the function calling approach in Langgraph. Makes sense? This lecture was actually important to understand the next lecture, obviously the next part of the video, obviously next segment of the video, which is all about building the React agents. Simple. Now let's see how we can just build a React agent that we discussed in the very beginning. Okay, and just to refresh that we discussed in the React agent, let me just quickly pull that, you can say, slide. So this is React agent. Now you can understand this easily. What exactly we're trying to do here? We are using our LLM. These are our edges. And this is our output. Now we need to learn how to connect these nodes, how to connect this LLM node with this tool node, how to create this conditional nodes, how to run this loop and everything. Make sense? Now let's try to create this React agent step by step in Langgraph. Now let's see. So now let's try to create this. So what I will simply clone this notebook and I will create a new notebook just for nodes. And this will be called a React agent. Okay. Very good. Now, first of all, let me just run this cell. This is the virtual memory. Okay. Model is created. These tools are created. Let me just say tool binding is done and we're going to invoke it. Let me say run now. After the tool binding step, now our Langgraph work will be started. Okay. Because so far that we have done like tool founding, it is all about creating and preparing your element. Now we need to create that particular graph step by step. Let me try here. Langgraph creation. Langgraph creation means like state graph Langgraph creation. Simple. So you know the first thing that we need to do is schema. So let me just create a schema from typing import type it and list. Simple. And I will define my schema. Graph schema. Type it. Perfect. And if you know that is no, we just need one key which is called messages. Simple. And list of that's it. This list. Okay. So this is my schema. Simple. Very good. Now we have the schema. Now I need to create one LLM node. We will simply take a generate response or very generic query. Very generic query. Let's say for example, I am simply saying, hey, LLM, you need to perform this. Okay, you need to perform this, and that's it. And that information we get from the messages. Okay, simple. So now this will be LLM node. So I will create a function called df LLM node. Simple. And this will receive the state of graph schema data, and then it will return graph schema. Okay. And as you know that this node will first of all fetch the messages. Okay. Let's say messages equals to take of messages. Okay. Here I will create a kind of small chain within this node, and you know how to create a chain. So first of all, I will create a response prompt, and I can import the prompt. Have I imported the prompt? No, I can just import it from Langchain code.prompts import chat prompt template. Simple thing. So here I'll get the prompt equals chat prompt template not from messages, and here I will pass the first of all system message. And here I'll say URL equals system that can use to answer the questions. Okay. Okay, this is system message. Now human message. Now I need to pass the input. Obviously, okay, and this is my prompt. Prompt is created. Very good. Prompt template for the LLM. And my LLM is already here, right? LLM with tools. So here I will say LLM with tools. Simple. I have this. I don't need to create it. This is like just for a statement. Okay. You can comment it out, but I'm simply telling that I have this particular tool. Let's comment it out. Let's not like write unnecessary code. So we have this tool. Now I will simply create a chain. Okay. And how I can create the chain? Very simple. LLM with tools, and then prompt. Or I will say reverse of it. First of all prompt, and then LLM tools. Simple. Now I can just get the response. Chain dot invoke. And what I need to know exactly invoke with the input, right? So we can input equals to messages list, entire list. I don't want to just pass the last message, I want to pass the entire list. So that if you have a multi-node graph, you can simply pass the entire history to the, you can say, LLM. Simple. So this is my response. So far so good, very good. Now you already know how you can just update a schema. Very simple, just simply append the list, or you can do it like this. State of messages equals messages plus response. Simple, and return state. There is nothing I have done which I haven't talked about it. Okay, everything is like crystal clear so far. That's why I have discussed everything in detail. There is nothing I have done. Which I haven't talked about it. Okay, everything is like crystal clear so far. That's why I have discussed everything in detail. You just need to process this information and integrate it. You just need to connect the dots. That's it. Okay, everything is mentioned in detail in this video about all of this that I have just written. Simple, very good. So now my LLM node is ready. After the LLM node, we have two options. If I show the graph, I have two options: either directly generate output or make the call to the tool calls. Right? Now I need to create a tool node. Now the good thing is there is a built-in node called tool node. Yes, it's called from Langgraph dot built in. Okay, and I think I just need to import it like this. So you can say UVI Langgraph built in. Let me check enter. Was not found. Let me
Underscore.
just check the exact name. T-built, not needed. T-built, okay. T-built, import, tool node. So this node is already there for you, but what did I say in the beginning of this course? I want full control for my code. I can use this tool node. I can, but I will just show you how you can just take the full control of your code. So I will simply comment it out. I will not use it. I can, but I will create my own custom tool node so that I can customize it. Because when you work with a real world situations, let's say in the corporate, in the industry, we have to customize it. I'm just telling you from my experience. I'm telling you. But do not rely on just this by default tool node. You need to learn how to create your custom tool node as well. So let's create it. DF, and I will simply say tool node. Now the concept of tool node is very simple. Very, very simple. Inside this tool node, first of all, I will get the state graph and enter graph field. Now I will get the messages. Okay, messages equals state of messages. Now tell me one thing. When you name the toolbar like this, here, what did I see? Toolbars, all of the toolbars, right? In the function list. I just need these toolbars. Why? Because in this list I have all the information. Tool name, tool ID, and the arguments that I need to pass. And I just need exactly this information to pass it to my LM so that I can efficiently make the tool node. Right? Everything is the tool node. So now what I will do, I will go to the tool node. Okay, this let's say custom tool node. Then I will manually fetch all of the toolbars and I will run a loop and I will invoke every single tool that needs to be invoked by myself. And I will append this information into the result by myself. Make sense? If not, let me try to go, then it will make more sense. First of all, I will say two results, okay, equal to empty list. First of all, now I will go for tool in. Now I need to fetch the list. Where is my list? List is here. Messages of -1 because I just want the last message. Simple, just the last message. Then I will say dot toolbars because the function name is toolbars. This is my loop. Simple. Now I will say what is the tool name? Tool name is there is a function that is called tools by name, and then I can say I want to get the tool name. Simple. Now you can use, let's say, get method as well, but I'm using dictionary notation. Or simply say toolbar. This is the kind of hierarchy actually, so not really about that. And then within that we have a parameter called name. Everything is here. Everything is here. See, selected list, and then we have a nested dictionary, and this is the name. This is all about dictionary comprehension that you have to simply apply. That's it. Makes sense? Nothing fancy. It's all about the pure entry. Pure entry. Okay, makes sense. Now, once we have found out the tool name, okay, now I can name the tool because I know how to invoke the tool. Makes sense? So I know that I have tool by name, and then I will simply say, let me just invoke it. Okay, let me just invoke it. What I will do, I will simply go to observation equals tool.invoke, and now here, when I will say tool.invoke, I need to get the arguments. Obviously, first we say tool arguments. Arguments. Simple. Simple. Okay, maybe tool not tool like tool because we are simply using tool and tools. Simple. Okay, makes sense. Tool of arguments. Now what does this mean? This is the result of tool because we're invoking it, right, with the arguments. What arguments? How is it? Who will provide these arguments? LLM. Because LLM cannot invoke the tool on its own, but it can generate the arguments at least. Why? Because LLM is smart enough. LLM can go to your tool, let's say this tool, or this tool. It will say, okay, if I want to invoke this function or this tool, I want one argument called query and the data type is of string. LLM will fetch this information using this particular talk string as well. So that's why when you see the arguments, you see query. I didn't tell that you need query to just call a tool call, or if you just want to make a tool call. LLM was able to find out this thing by looking at the function code. It is smart enough. And you can see query, and then it has also passed the value that you need to search. So that means LLM do not make the tool calls by itself. It prepares everything. It prepares your query parameter or whatever parameter you have just passed, and all of the things. But it will say, bro, I will not make a tool call. You will make a tool call, but I will provide you the required ingredients to make a tool call. If you use default tool node, which is already there for you, you will never see this code written because it is running behind the scenes. And then you cannot make customizations if you use this one line of code. I want you to write this code so that you can understand what is going on behind the scenes. Make sense? I'm making this extra effort just for you so that you can understand what's going on in the code. Very good. Simple. So I have this observation. So what I will do, I will immediately append my tools result list, which is an empty list with this particular thing.
I think it's
and now
tool
this is type. What type? If I want to append this particular list, simple, I can simply, you can say, add one tool message object so that I will make, you can say, a kind of difference like what is going on. Make sense? Like I can actually say, okay, this is tool message and this is the content. The same that we just use it in the system message tool message. So I will simply say tool message. Okay, and then I will simply say tool name equals to what I do not need by the thing. Then I can say content equals to observation. Okay, and then I can pass the tool ID. That's it. This is just a method helpful for your code. That's it. Even if you don't pass it, it's fine. Simple. And here it's tool, not tool call. And here it's not tool call. So simple. So we have two warnings. First of all, I need to import tool message for short. Let me just go quickly. So here I can import tool message. Perfect. And I need to import one more class.
You have
yes.
1 minute.
So here I can only one warning left.
Message
Okay.
chunk.
Tool message. Why does this show this? Oh, I got a tool message chunk. Not good. So okay, tool message. Okay, tool by name I can solve it. It's not easy because tool by name is a kind of list that you can just pass. Tool by name equal to tool by name. You can just actually give it a name or I think it should work. Tool dot name equal to dot condition. Okay, I think it should work. Tool dot name. I think so. I think it's open the documentation if it doesn't work. It's fine. Okay, so let's try to work with this. So what it will do, it will now actually end this particular results. And now finally, I will return what? I will take the state with two results. I will simply say messages plus two results. And now I
Let me see, bro, what you exactly did. So you are getting state messages. You are getting messages from it. So now what are you doing? Tool dot name. Tool.name, tool for tool in tools. Where is tools?
I will return what? I will update the state with two results. I will simply say messages plus two results. And now I just need to use two results because two results is already a list. Simple. It's not a kind of, you can say, any single or anything. Makes sense? So this is the final message. Perfect. So this is the function that I created. Very good. Now let's create the nodes. Okay. So these are the, you can say, schema. Let's add material as well because create schema, and these are the, should be using this particular node for a node. So create node functions. Perfect. And now let's create the state graph. Perfect. So in order to create a state graph, I'll simply say graph equals, and I can import it first of all from Langgraph dot graph import state graph start end graph equals state graph, and then I can simply write my graph schema. Perfect. And let's add the nodes. Now this part is very important. Okay. Now you need to create something very important. Add first of all nodes. Okay. The first node is graph.add.lm node. The second node is tool node. Now you need to stop here because we just need two nodes. Perfect. LM node is notified. Very good. Why? We have the LM node. Oh, I think I did run this function. Perfect. So my two nodes are done. Now before creating the edges, you need to understand one very important concept. Here, will you always make this tool call? Always? Obviously no. I will only make this tool call when tool call is required. Very smart answer. Very good. Who will decide that? That when you should just make a tool call or not? The response of OpenAI, because if it says tool call, then obviously I need to just make tool call, otherwise not. Exactly. So here, instead of creating your normal edge, you need to create a conditional edge. This is a conditional edge. This is not a normal edge. This is a conditional edge. That means it will only go to this node if this condition is satisfied. So whenever you want to create a conditional node in Langgraph, you always need to create a function for it. Okay, so let me just write here. Create.
I think I will watch it later because somewhere I feel I need to make some projects before I jump into completing the tool calls and all. So let's do one thing. I will learn other stuff first. Thank you. Bye bye. Take care. And good night. See you soon, guys. I think I need to work on OBS project as well so that I can automate my streaming. Let me see it. Actually, I need to learn Flutter for it. Yeah, and I'm planning to quickly learn maybe within 1 or 2 days. So maybe I will start it today only because when you are excited to learn something new, then do it quickly, faster way. I'm just exploring other options. So bye bye.